And so let's dive into Avatar: The Way of Water, the re the redux, the review, the re-review, the look back, whatever you want to call it. How did I feel upon a rewatch? So about 4 or 5 days ago, I went to see Avatar: The Way of Water a second time with my sister and her boyfriend, who were the people that I saw Top Gun Maverick with for the first time, and they didn't watch the first Avatar movie, and we were going into it. You know, they didn't really know much about that. They didn't really watch the Avatar movie, although my sister's boyfriend saw it a month ago. But you know, you have that where you have these people that don't re-watch the original Avatar. They go in, you think they might not like it because it's very long. Then, then they enjoy it. They actually enjoy it, and I have to say that I did still enjoy the movie. But I want to throw in the fact that this time I went, there was like a luxe version, which you get these recliners. I had that during Bullet Train. You had these recliners, and you got complimentary popcorn and drinks. And then, yeah, they don't come and refill it for you. You have to go and refill it. And my sister had to walk out for 5 minutes. Okay, for about 5 minutes to get another Pepsi for me because I drank it all and it came in this different glass. Like the glass was kind of small, it had ice in it. And the interesting thing was about this theatre experience was how we walked in about 5 minutes into Avatar, and this is when they kind of had that introduction, introducing the world of Pandora even more and stuff like that. So we walk in about 5 minutes in, no ad breaks whatsoever. It's like 7:30, we get there 7:35, we get the food, we get all of that. We sit down, and but the thing to remember about this movie is, to be honest, really, you don't really miss out on much because it is one central story that kind of continues and continues. So you're not entirely confused because it's situated around this one core thing about about Pandora. You still get the Water Tribe, you still get Spider, you still get the Colonel Quaritch who becomes a Navi, and the enemies become the Navi. The Sky People are still bad. Oi, this stuff. So in the 3D glass, like I still have my 3D glasses. I didn't I just reused my 3D glasses, and it's still really good in 3D. But this time around, I wasn't like, wow, oh my god, the sea visuals are blowing my mind. Oh my god, right? I wasn't like that. It's still visually impressive, but I will have to say that when you put the visuals to the side, I did say in that review that I did a month ago, when you put the visuals to the side, you actually get a really decent story and dive into Pandora. But really, the story isn't the greatest. Like, the story, it's like base level and it's normal, like a normal movie. Oh, these people must attack them so they get what they want and stuff like that. But I do think that them introducing the introducing the kids and introducing the other characters and sort of trying to expand out things is a good take, an interesting take. But it's not it's definitely not a perfect movie. Like I do think that the Colonel Quaritch thing, where they use him again and he's just a Navi now, it's like, yeah, it's not a smart choice that James Cameron made. Obviously, he still made people, you know, drive up in droves to see this movie because of what I mentioned about less competition, and it's during the Christmas holidays. And I will not say that just because it's made so much money, it's a perfect masterpiece. No, there is issues, and like they kind of forget about the whales as well, like the whales that are introduced with the sea tribe. Like they like and not kill the whales, or they like harm the whales. Like there's kind of like animal cruelty going on, and then they forget about it, and now it's just about, yeah, defeating Quaritch. And then you have Spider, and Quaritch. He's like Spider saves Quaritch, so he's still in the movie, like after the setting movie. And James Cameron has a plan of making like 4 or 5 more of these films. apparently, like, don't quote me on this, but apparently we're gonna see like the Navi turn into like fire beings or something like that. And there are Avatar: The Last Airbender fans who are getting up in arms about this because it's sort of, you've got you had the forest tribe in the first movie, the water tribe in the second, and then the fire tribe, and then all of that. But to be honest, why would you get mad at it? Right, I get it. But he's just pulling things from society and culture. Like he pulled the Maori and the Pacifica and all of that. He pulled all those ideas for there. So and it's the circle of life. The circle of life is like forest, fire, water, wind, and all of that stuff. So I'm not actually mad or triggered at the fact that James Cameron is doing this because it's so base level and basic that you can go to the movies and it's just a dumb, fun, entertaining ride. And I think preceding Avatar: The Way of Water, I do still think that the movies will still do well because of the way just the way it's programmed and the way it's done. It's like, oh, this is a must-see cinema experience. You must see this film in the cinema, or it's just not going to feel the same. And I do agree that a movie like this should be seen in the cinema because of those visuals and the sound design and everything like that. And that's one thing to like. That's one thing. Like sometimes I prefer movies at home, and then sometimes I prefer it at the cinema. There are movies that I don't want to see at all, and then I just watch it randomly on streaming if I'm bored. So the stuff like that, or it's like I go see a movie once and then it's just out of the theatre now kind of thing. And Avatar, because it's made so much money, obviously I've been able to see it twice, and so like that is my thoughts on Avatar: The Way of Water. It's still a great movie, and I still didn't really feel the length of it either. Like it doesn't feel long. Like it feels like it's just blasting, like blazing through. It's like it is like a roller coaster ride that goes really fast. It's like that it doesn't drag on because you're just so taken away by the visuals and the entertainment aspect because the movie recognizes it's having so much fun. It's having so much fun, but it's not like you're having so much fun that you should forget about the issues of the film because there are very very blatant issues with this movie. The Aussie Australian guy is still a bit weird. It's like I've got quotas to meet, mate. I gotta get the sample from the whale and get this money and all that. Because in the last movie, you also had this guy who did it for the money. So that in that way, there's some little ideas that retread it, but they do the Water Tribe and stuff. Still good, definitely. And so I remember giving Avatar: The Way of Water originally about an 8.5 out of 10. I'm gonna say it's probably on a 7.5 to an 8 now because of those issues it drags down the quality, but it doesn't make the movie a complete and utter disaster upon a rewatch, if you know what I mean. So, like, I'm not out here saying it's a disaster now, but it's still a decent film. It just has those problems that just don't make it a masterpiece of a film, and if that makes any sense. And my sister and Matt boyfriend enjoyed it as well. Like I said, my sister's boyfriend also seen those issues as well. Still enjoys it. My sister liked it. She kind of like resonated with the emotional aspects. You know how Natiri gets sad at the whole thing, and there are like it is just really, and I do still want to say that the movie is good. I think the movie is good until the last part of the movie, kind of thing, because there are like it's just like it's so like nice to see the water and them all having fun on that island and all of that with this having spend time with the reef people. And then you have the sky people. Let's take out the whales, and it's like what the movie was just so engrossing. It was engrossing itself and having fun. Then you have these bad guys trying to ruin the fun kind of thing. But then even then, like the last act is still entertaining. It's just that thing there drags it down immediately. And I think I might have went into spoiler territory there, but there probably has been a billion channels who've done this already. I just thought I would throw this in here for you because I've just had my mind all over Avatar, and I might as well talk about it for you. So